The plane blows up, catches on fire.
No, he's still in the same plane, the yellow one.
It eventually catches on fire.
Well, after he gets out of it.
He jumps out of it and he catches on fire. The little...
yeah, the plane does catch on fire and then he gets out of it. Wait, what you say?
It's okay. It's okay. You remember what I don't remember. I remember what you don't remember, and this is how this works.
Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Welcome back. Hey, it's your girl Ash.
And Platinum.
And we are Two Shades of Blow.
Yeah.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, what's up?
I'm up.
I'm glad you are. Glad you are.
How are you?
I'm here.
Wonderful.
I made it.
You
made
did
it
it
through that very long. Yeah.
It was. I will say, for the most part, I didn't notice how long it was. And we should probably say what we saw.
Oh, sorry. Mission Impossible Final Reckoning.
I need you to trust me. One last time.
The final of finals, allegedly.
It needs to be.
That's being reckoned with the missions that are impossible.
Yeah.
This mission was impossible.
All of them are.
They really were. But this one was supposed to be the pinnacle of impossible. The last outing, the last hurrah, the coup de grace. That's what they tell me.
That's what they said.
That's what they say.
Right.
We're going to find out in 10, 15, 20 years, but I promise you they're going to reboot it. But you know what? Before we even go into that, we need to look into their eyes at our little audience, our huge audience, our wonderful audience, our beautiful audience.
Love you.
Hey, let's look at you and say, hey.
What's up?
I'm sorry, who are you again?
That was real awkward.
Happy Memorial Weekend.
Yes, all of those
Happy.
things. At time of recording, yes.
Yes, this is the weekend we are recording.
Yes.
We just got back, literally.
Literally.
To just come back and talk to y'all about what we took and saw with the missions of impossibles that are finally reckoned with. I'm going to just say that this movie asked me to do a lot of different things. It asked me to suspend a lot of disbelief.
Okay, yeah.
It asked me to look at how chiseled Tom Cruise's body truly has become. It's like, and it asked me to believe that this was the final movie. 2 out of the 3 were struggles to believe, okay?
Okay.
2 out of the 3 were struggles to believe.
Okay.
But I had a really entertaining time watching this because it made me feel things.
What kind of things?
I felt like I was on a roller coaster. I stopped breathing at one point.
Oh.
I was on the edge of my seat in suspense.
Yes, you were. You were kind of stressed over there. So, oh, she's in it. Oh, okay.
30 seconds, held my breath. I couldn't move. I said, oh, yes, okay, yeah.
Okay.
My head hurts a little bit.
Do you need a snack or something? You okay?
I'm gonna power through for you guys, for you all. I'm gonna power through. Yeah. It was ridiculous, but I did have a good time.
Yeah.
I tried to do what they asked me to do. It was a challenge, but I tried.
It was a lot. I was trying to understand what was happening. I was and trying to remember what has happened. Yeah.
Not our strong suit. not at all.
A lot of you.
No.
Didn't remember a lot of the people until they showed a previous picture of them. It's like,
they did a lot of that.
It started with Tom Cruise with a close-up shot of him sitting, I'm assuming in the theater, wherever theater it was just him. I mean,
yes.
And it's kind of like a farewell. This is the last time you'll see me in this role.
Right.
I hope you guys have a good time. We had a good time making it. We've loved the journey we've been on. Thank you guys for following us and all that. I was like, it just got on my nerves.
You wanted to make it parasite.
It just got on my nerves. Look away. What are you doing?
Let me do my job.
Reading off them cue cards.
Right.
I see your eyes. Oh, God. But thank you for the warm invitation to watching the movie. Thank you so much, sir. And I would also like to say thank you, Tom Cruise, for sacrificing so many moments of potential death for these stunts that you provided to us so that you can make a wonderful entertaining movie and for our own entertainment.
That was a lot.
A lot of words.
A lot of words.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We appreciate your sacrifice.
Thank you, sir.
And your body looks good, sir. Yeah. You're doing a good job. Did you have a good time watching it?
Yeah, I laughed at a lot of what was being shown. So yeah.
I agree. I agree. The suspensions of beliefs, and I had a good time struggling with that disbelief, you know? Mm-hmm. Okay. So before we go any further, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all this gonna be the one to watch, okay? So, hit that like, go on and share. Subscribe, if you're feeling really froggy.
Comment too if you want to.
Tell me how you felt about it.
We talk back.
We talk back. we want to know how y'all did, how y'all feel about the movie on the last reckoning, our final reckoning. Mm-hmm. All right. Story time. Story time. Opening scene, we begin on the existence of life, just processing what was, what is, and what will be of our existence. At least that's how I felt when they started. So, yeah,
that's what I got from it. Go ahead.
It was a very existential experience. Mm-hmm. It said, the narrator said, the world is changing, truth is vanishing, and war is coming.
Every time.
We're men in tights. We roam around the forest looking for fights.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Then expedition dubbed by our president, Angela Bassett.
Come on, President.
Yes.
I'm through.
President Angela Bassett, who is aging backwards. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. My fingers started to tingle and my eyes started to water, letting us know all of what has happened to get us to this place.
Yeah.
Okay.
And flashback.
They tickled my spirit of all the years we've had this possible mission.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Been a lot of them.
Yes. So they go into telling us all of the expedition about how this entity is taking over each of the countries of the entire world's nuclear forces and power.
Forces, cyber forces, all of it. It's taking over everything.
It is taking over anything and everything. And it has its followers, it has its fanatics that will protect it and are loyal to its being and persistence of its mission. Okay. Now, we go into seeing little Ethan. He goes and visits our friend Luther. I knew from the trailer, Luther won't go make it.
Why you always lying?
But he was working on something that we will find out later on in the movie.
Yeah.
He tells Ethan about what needs to happen, and they go back into more expedition.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
About what has happened, what we need to happen, and the plot or the plan that is to happen. It's a lot. A lot was happening.
There was a lot of dialogue in this movie.
It was so much. They were trying to tell us a lot, and my memory ain't hitting on nothing.
They fed it to us.
They did. I just went with the flow.
I didn't want it.
Yep. We see that our little friend Paris, and she is in prison.
Yes.
Part of the plan is to get her out of the prison. Briggs and beautiful man Davis escorting Paris through the prison hallways, taking her to somewhere we're not sure of. And all of a sudden, the security that was with them, also accompanying them to get little Paris down this little prison hallway, they turn on them and they're one by one, taking them out. Boom, pow, boom, 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 boom. And they come to find out it's Ethan and the crew. They're coming for Paris.
Oh, they took their mask off. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun. And then somehow they convinced Theo, beautiful man Theo Degas, hey, you need to be on this side of history. And he said, you got it, sir.
Yeah, he blindly followed him. Had
Strong.
no proof of anything that he had to say.
Nope.
But I'm now on your team.
I'm on your team. I got you. And they knock little Briggs out.
Yeah.
Now, Briggs is a little mad about this. He's a little upset about it. So he is on a quest to go and get Paris and Hunt and bring them down.
Yeah.
Bring them down. They are trying their best to get out this prison, and holy barnacles, Batman, Gabriel's people intervene and they tranquilize everybody, the whole crew, Ethan, everybody. They held him up in some stowaway place, and Gabriel explains to him all of the things that we're supposed to know as the audience to keep up with this convoluted movie.
And monologuing. Yeah.
All of that, he tells us things, and all I know is, him, Ethan, and what's that little girl name? Haley. Grace.
Haley.
Grace. So they are being held up, right? Okay, so Gabriel goes in and
Squirrel!
talks about the rabbit's foot from a previous movie. As Ethan and Grace are being, kicking tail, getting out of there. The crew comes and get them. They're walking out, and then Ethan sees this casket just sitting there waiting to be sat in, apparently. And so he did it. He laid in it.
He laid in it. It had like a Dr. Doom looking mask. I called it a Dr. Doom boom tube.
Wait a minute.
It just I was like, is this going to boom him somewhere? What's going on? I wasn't sure what it was.
Me either.
I feel like we should already know what that is.
Maybe. They could have told us.
Maybe.
I don't recall.
I mean, either. It's not like
I've never seen it before a day in my life.
And we probably have.
And we may have.
We probably have.
It was too much information
But
to
he
keep up
just
with.
got into it, and I said, oh, you just put on your face, and then someone's talking to you, but it sounded like it was Gabriel, right?
I want to say, okay, so it was a communication device that Gabriel used to talk to the entity.
Right.
So the entity told Ethan all that he can expect and what was to happen and what needed to happen. And it kind of felt like he ended up giving him all of the information about the universe and all that has happened. And it almost felt like he turned into Jesus at that moment and he was re-resurrected because then he knew everything that was supposed to happen. He was a different man afterwards. No, he wasn't, but that's what they said he was.
Therapy? Let's wait for the therapy.
You see my face? That's exactly how confused I was.
I was.
After he got in that chamber. I was like, what are we doing here?
Right.
What secrets are we unlocking that no one else can hear but you, and we're supposed to just believe what you said?
Correct. There was a lot of blind faith here, okay? But of course we didn't have too many choices. I guess they didn't have too many choices.
No one did. We just have to believe that Ethan.
He's the man. He gonna do
work
it.
it out.
He will figure it out.
Yeah.
That's what we had to go off of. And boy, did he try. So all that was and all that will be. He unlocked all of the universe's secrets, apparently, from this one experience.
Yeah.
But he knew what he had to do. He knew his purpose.
Yeah.
In the midst of all this, we lost our friend Luther. R.I.P., man. R.I.P. They finally get Ethan out. The book of Revelations was, coming to pass. And all I got lost somewhere there. I know Briggs and Kitchen. Kitchen, this is going to be his name.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of him.
Okay.
Briggs and Kitchen came in, took him to go see the president.
Yeah.
Our president, Angela Bassett.
Hey.
And so Ethan tells him, this is what's about to happen. This is what's going to happen. You got to let me go down to the place that the entity told me to go to so I can avoid Armageddon from taking place and Revelations coming to pass. And all of the cabinet was looking at him like he was crazy. President Angela Bassett initially looked like she was not going to approve his mission, but she pulled the okie doke.
She did. She was on his side the whole time. She had blind faith as well.
Smart woman. Smart woman. Smart president. So
not smart president.
So one by one, each of the country's nuclear missiles are just being compromised, and we have 3 days to get Ethan to this thing and get it done before the U.S.'s nuclears are
Taking
compromised.
over.
He went out into the ocean.
He did. He was in the ocean, and then magically 3 ninjas appeared out of nowhere. I was like, because what else can be going on in this movie?
I had an interesting little task force. I liked it. I liked them.
I liked it, yeah.
I did.
Ragtag bunch of misfits.
Yes. They were my kind of people. The ragtag team led by my man, Captain Bledsoe.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, I don't know his real name. I do know his real name, Tremel Tillman, Captain Jack Bledsoe.
Yeah.
That is my man, okay?
Yeah.
First of all, he's in Severance. You gotta watch it.
I need to get
he's creating his whole lane, I feel like, in Hollywood right now with the type of roles that he plays.
Yeah.
He is intense. Like, he is the nicest, creepiest man almost in every movie I've seen him in thus far. And he is good.
Yeah, I liked him in this. It was really funny.
He was great. So he is leading this ragtag team, and trying to explain to Ethan how dangerous this mission is. Mind you, I want to say how much I love how they love to take turns just telling everybody what they can expect and how Ethan can die.
Yes.
And how painful it is. Everybody took turns in explaining that.
They wanted to make sure that he knew what his options were and how many that he did not.
Now, I love how they take turns throughout this movie because they did that same thing with every expedition dump.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is not the word.
Oh, okay.
But you know what I'm saying. Anytime they had to explain anything, everybody took turns in the room, just giving a piece of information.
Everybody knew what was happening.
Right.
Maybe one person.
Exactly.
Me. I'm that person. Because what?
That me. Yep, that's me.
That's me.
Didn't understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, they love to do that. And so he understood the risks. He said, I'm taking them. They looked at him like he's nuts.
Yeah,
it was
right
nothing
there.
but respect after that. Except for one guy. He was a fanatic. He turned real quick and tried to kill Ethan. Oh girl, I don't know her name, but she was in Twister. But yeah, she wow, she checked in and whipped his tail. She checked him real quick and took him down real quick. She said, Ethan, we got you, bro. We got you. Go and do the thing.
Yeah.
They dapped, bang, 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 and then he went out into the ocean.
He did.
So he goes to some submarine.
Yeah, thank.
And it has what we need to avoid Armageddon. He went, he saw, he conquered.
And
he saw dead bodies. He does his thing, gets to where he needs to go to, unlocks the things he needs to unlock, and then he nicely undresses because he can't get out of the chute in order to get back up to the surface. So he undresses and magically makes his way back up.
With no tank, no protection.
None.
With his draw.
Nope, that's it.
And what he came down there to get. When he got close to the top, they warned him something would happen.
Your
body locks up or something?
Yep, I saw him twitching.
It's so cold, and then you just... That's it.
You look like you died.
Yeah.
He did not die. That's why this mission was impossible. But you know what? I am here for it. I was entertained.
Okay.
Grace.
Yeah.
By the grace of God. Got him out.
Hallelujah. I feel him down in my spirit.
Now, in the midst of all this, her and Benji and Pears was out and they was on their own little mission. It took them a minute to get there, but we got there. All I know is she saved Ethan. And they had their own decompression tank.
Portable.
I want one.
No. Portable. I mean,
hyperbolic decompression.
I'll tell you who I did like. That the wife of the decoder guy.
We need to talk about him.
Oh my God. I loved her.
Yes, and he was down for his wife too. My wife.
Listen,
introducing her.
I underestimated her at the start of this, and that's what they wanted.
Yeah, well, maybe next time you will estimate me.
And I loved her. She knew what she was doing, and that heifer was calm through it all. Okay, she didn't wince. Nope. She knew what time it was. She won't tripping.
Nope.
Unlike me, I would be so scared.
You want me to?
Yeah, y'all busted my house.
Damn it, please die. Oh my God, Rhonda, we're gonna die. It would have just been you if you would have just shut the fuck up. Someone's coming.
Skirt. Her
name in the movie.
The name in the movie is Tapisa. I loved her.
Yes.
She was everything.
Yes.
She's great. The wife I want to be when I get old. No fear.
Ready
at all times. Take that. Okay. So Ethan is okay through these impossible circumstances, but he has made it.
He's made it.
Now,
of course he did.
The U.S. is bricks.
Oh, okay.
They are scared. They are
trembling,
worried that he has not made it to his destination, and they are afraid they're going to have to make some very hard calls. Our president, Angela Bassett, is trying her best to hold on. She's trying, but her cabinet is making it very hard for her.
They're all again.
They are, but time has hit zero,
yes,
and it was time for her to make some decision. Hit some hard buttons.
Yeah.
She walks over to the button that is supposed to,
in order to, I think, to hold off the entity from happening so fast or quickly or something like that, they were going to pick a city for her to blow up.
Oh.
That's what she had to push the button for. So she picked a city randomly. They didn't tell her what it was. They just gave her random letters and she picked whatever she pointed at, and that was the city. They never told us what city she picked.
Right.
I wanted them to tell us.
I did too.
And
I did too.
Yeah, and at the last moment when she went to push it, she pushed down the cover for the button and said, I can't do this. We're not doing this. We're shutting down. Immediately shut everything down.
I have figured out another way that I didn't tell any of y'all about because I didn't trust any of y'all to begin with. You over there, drama. You call the strategic planning meeting people that I have not told anybody else that was an option, and we're going to figure this out a different way.
One guy in the back is like, oh, that's genius.
Could be risky, very risky.
If we don't have any power, the entity can't get to us. Oh my gosh.
Ha, we have outsmarted him. Now, in the background, Ethan and his team have assembled. But what did they decide to do?
To get old boy to put the jump drive in the little thing. So that, but in order for it to not happen fully, for the nukes to go off, someone would have to snatch it off real quick.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you leave it on there too long, something's going to blow up. If you don't leave it on long enough, something's going to blow up.
Bad things will happen no matter what you do, so you got to be just
You got to be
right.
real fast.
Now, me and Grace finally on the same type of time. Scared to death. Like, this don't make no sense. How y'all gonna do this? This is not a good idea. We are not. I don't think this is gonna work. How y'all gonna do this? What you gonna do? Guys, I am shooketh.
You were on the edge of your seat at some point.
I stopped breathing.
You did.
I didn't see how they was gonna make it out of this.
You were so into it.
Oh, my heart. Oh God, it was beating out of my chest. I was so scared for them. But this plan, of course, if anybody gonna do it, it's gonna be Ethan.
It's gonna be Ethan and them and gang.
And the gang.
Friends.
So they go to the cave and meet Gabriel there. Now, I will say, Gabriel has this cave. He's got it decorated quite nice. Okay.
It's accessible.
Exactly. The lighting was perfect.
Right, he had the car lights in there. It was really cute in there.
The decorum. Okay. The feng shui of his cave. He had it really doing it.
Cute.
He did.
It was clean.
And he made an entrance. Okay. He is in full effect. Villain. Who'd you call him?
Senior from Impossible.
That's it. Right. He tried.
He tried so hard to be a bad guy.
He did. You silly devil, you. We see through you, guy. We know you're super sweet under that cuddly heart of yours.
Yeah, and then it's just not there.
It's just not there for me. You tried though. You silly goose.
Yeah.
So, Gabriel lets him know, you have lost, and I want you to tell me to my face that you have lost and I have won. I want to feel this moment. So, Ethan, being the humble guy he is, he says it. He lets him know. And then all falls into little Gabriel's plan until, dun, 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 Kitchen and Briggs, my man, walk in to just ruin the plan.
Why do you do this game? What's it all for? What do you want?
In a word, chaos.
God, they just, but here y'all go, stomping in here like you're doing something, ruining things. Then they all get in the shootout, bang, 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 bang.
Bang, 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 bang.
Everybody pretty much gets away except my man Benji gets shot.
Oh, he does.
He gets shot.
Big Ben.
He is wounded, but he also still has a mission to do.
Okay.
He has his purpose that he has to fulfill.
Yes.
And he has to walk little Grace through how to trap the entity into this little bottle.
At the same
Like a
time,
genie.
walking
prayers
through it looked like a tracheotomy, but it was down here.
I think
his lungs, it pierced his lungs.
Right, because his lung was collapsing. These people so smart. Everybody's on pins and needles, me included. I am
in it. I was in it too. I was like, ooh, are they gonna do this?
Oh my God.
Is Benji gonna make it?
Oh my God. Don't you kill Benji. Benji better not die. That's how I was feeling. Now, Ethan is on his own mission. He is running after Gabriel. They are in a duel, a battle to the death on some planes.
It's Briggs and Gabriel, isn't it? Because it's the yellow one and the red one. But Ethan was not in either of the planes at first.
Correct. I got lost there.
Okay, Ethan got on the ground, and then the plane rolled over him.
Yes,
and
he
held
did.
onto the plane and then was up in the air with the plane.
He
then
did.
got into the plane, punched Briggs in the face.
Yeah.
One of the...
Oh, that's what he punched.
Like an old man punch. Like it was, every time it was like, "Phew!" or like you remember how Batman was back in the day?
Yes.
Pow, punch, kick. It was one of those.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all we needed was some sound effects.
Yeah,
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
So, that's how he got up there. Because
You're right.
He wasn't in the plane at first.
Absolutely. You know, again, this is where I have to tip my hat to little Tom Cruise because I know he did these stunts on his own.
Yeah.
And God bless you, because when I say that wind was blowing, the skin smoothed back off his face and his hair down into the bowl cut. I said, this takes true artistry to do this foolishness right here
Every
for
time.
our entertainment.
For us. Because you know Tom is going to be hanging off a plane at some point.
Listen,
Some type
you
of
know he 85.
aircraft, something.
He looked good though. He is 85. Listen, I was around when he was jumping on sofas in love with Katie from Dawson's Creek, and when he was, sliding across floors and draws.
Listen, the business was real risky.
Risky.
It really was.
He has been risky this entire time. Okay, so he and Gabriel, they're dueling. Somehow Ethan gets on Gabriel's plane and snaps his arm in half.
Oh my God, I just got a mental picture.
Oh my God. I was not expecting it. It was so visceral. The sound. Oh, my face. Oh God. Like I cringed.
Yeah, it was pretty gross because they kept showing it because he kept breaking it back.
God.
And it was like, oh.
I felt that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gabriel thought he had defeated little Ethan.
He did not.
He did not, because he went smooth face straight into the wing of the plane.
He did.
Dead on arrival. The plane blows up, catches on fire.
No, he's still in the same plane, the yellow one.
It eventually catches on fire.
Well, after he gets out of it.
He jumps out of it and he catches on fire.
Excuse me? Put some respect on my name. You understand me?
Sorry, I did it again. My bad.
The little...
yeah, the plane does catch on fire and then he gets out of it. Oh, wait, what you say?
It's okay. It's okay. You remember what I don't remember. I remember what you don't remember, and this is how this works.
Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So Ethan's parachute catches on fire. He has to raw dog it and just jump smooth out.
No,
okay.
ma'am.
And as he is on tumble, okay, as he is falling, plummeting, smooth into the ground, he has the thing, and he has to make the thing. He has the thing and the thing and put the thing in the thing in order to avoid apocalypse of the world and revelations from coming to pass. Now everybody is still holding their breath. 45 minutes later, okay? Little Grace is just waiting.
It's like
praying.
10 seconds left.
Yes.
Down to the very last second.
Oh my God!
And he does it. She snatches the thing. We catch the entity.
I yelled.
And we're safe.
We're good.
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh,
Thank God.
Ow.
Nothing went off.
Everybody was so relieved. I mean, sigh of relief, guys.
Oh, we were so in it.
Oh my God. Thank you. Jesus, praise your name.
I can't.
Ethan Hunt saved all of our lives that day. Okay.
Don't he do it every movie?
No. This was the final reckoning.
It happens every movie.
But this was the final reckoning. That's what they tell me.
Is that your excuse?
Today, it's final. The world is saved. Everybody is safe, and the world still turns. And then our president, Madam Angela Bassett, takes a sigh of relief. And before we are able to really get calm and collected, somebody in the room is just about to kill her.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
He takes out his gun, he goes to shoot, and Nick Orndorff, who is playing General Sidney, he takes the bullet for her. They take him down, and little Nick dies.
That happened before, but you know who he is, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. Go
I
ahead.
do. Parks and Rec, that's my man.
Yeah,
and you know, he's Megan Mullally's husband?
No, I didn't know that.
Yes, from Will and Grace.
Yeah.
That's her husband. In real life. Oh, he takes one for the team, and God bless his service. Salute. We are all safe now. The movie ends with Grace giving Ethan, who clearly fell from thousands and thousands and thousands of feet with just a few scratches on his face.
Nothing broke.
Nothing broken. Gives him the entity locked up for no one else to know.
Why I didn't know what it was to just now.
Oh.
I was like, what is this glowing thing?
It was a lot to keep up with. It was so many things. It was so many whatchamacallits and whatamadoos. It was a lot.
I had no clue what that was.
That was an entity.
Okay. All right, yeah.
I guess you can't necessarily kill the entity.
Yeah.
You have to just lock it up.
And take it with you at all times.
That was the final reckoning of Mission Impossible before the reboot, whenever that decides to happen. Okay? Themes! All right. So the first theme I actually identified was making amends with his past choices and regrets. Yeah.
The way they did this.
I mean,
I don't think anybody like, we brought it up, it happened, and we're moving on. That's how they went about it.
I mean, they had hints.
Yeah.
But mostly through Luther.
Yeah.
You know, he said it twice, you know, nothing, you have nothing to regret, you have nothing to feel bad about.
Right.
On two different occasions, I think mostly because the rabbit's foot that he has stolen many movies ago, I guess they were trying to say him taking that, or how that ended with him with that is what led to this being a thing. So, and I guess Luther knows Ethan so well that he can read his mind, and he felt that guilt and regret beaming from Ethan to say, you have nothing to regret over making these decisions. But I do like what I guess life implications, like our life can't be, you know, defined by just one action. It is the sum of all of our actions that determines who we are in our life.
Yeah.
Our life choices. Have you ever made any life choices?
Yeah, I decided if I want to eat that day or get gas. That's a real tough life choice, because why are they both high? Anyway.
Very.
Yeah.
Life choices.
Yeah.
But it's the sum. If you think about the sum of your life choices, what do you think that says about you?
Ooh.
That's deep, right?
Yeah, because you'd have to come to terms with a lot of choices that you made, and if all you've done to this point has been worth it.
Yeah.
A lot.
Not ready to make that choice today?
No, I'm not, because I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, my life choices. I would say it's definitely, I've made a lot of bad life choices.
That part, yeah.
But I made some good ones. And I've made some choices, quite frankly, it had to be a hand on me, because quite frankly, I probably should not be here today.
Yeah.
Because some really bad choices.
Yeah.
Ended up working out for my good.
Yeah, it did.
But had it just been on my own accord,
would have been real different.
Ooh. That's just my own personal belief. That's what I think. But yeah. But there's a lot to regret.
Yeah.
There's quite a few things to regret.
No regrets.
I'm not going to tell y'all right now. Let's get to know each other a little deeper, okay? I'll tell y'all a little later on that we get to know one another a little more. I'll tell you a little few secrets, but you have to accept a lot of things.
Yeah.
And let go. And that is a process.
Yeah.
Clearly, the power of technology, I am a little concerned about. First of all, part one made me nervous, because I was like, oh man, y'all hitting on something with this AI thing.
Right.
Y'all touching on something here. Oh, it makes me nervous.
Yeah. I would have liked to seen what it actually does. I mean, I know they gave us some scenes, like foreshadowing, but I would have actually liked to see what had happened had something went wrong.
Yeah.
And then what the entity was really going to do.
Like its true power.
Yeah. I would like to see if we could have some type of, like, what would they create to defend against it? Because Ethan and them can't do it. So.
No. And to be very fair, if it's been created once, it can be recreated.
Right. And you know somebody will try.
Absolutely. Therefore, that reckoning won't be final anymore. Okay. But no, I think AI is a real thing we need to be worried about, for real. I don't know. I'm not that savvy to know its abilities and what can happen. But I feel like technology has expanded and developed and evolved over the past 30 years like nothing.
And still doing it just even faster.
Oh my God. It's
at an alarming rate.
Like, on one hand, it's like, some of this stuff is dope.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I like the conveniences.
Absolutely.
When it works.
Yeah, when it works.
When it works.
When it works. Yeah.
But yeah, the more it knows, how much power will we eventually have over it?
Right.
That's a little bit scary.
Yeah.
I don't know. People who are smarter than us, please school us on how this works. But it got defeated, so
yeah.
Hope y'all got some kill switches and things.
Switches.
I don't know.
Yeah,
something to prevent these type of things.
Yeah.
And then I think the last theme I wrote down here was about mistrust, misinformation, and the monopoly of power.
Come on, monopoly of power. Yeah, everybody did want that. I feel like more people would want it. Well, unless other people just didn't know about it.
What, the entity?
Yeah, I feel like more people would want, because the only bad guy was Gabriel. Like,
you're right.
There was not more people that wanted this, that had more power, more money, more anything, more everything. Like, what?
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Maybe, I guess because it's just not well known, but maybe that's probably it. But if they knew about it, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I think everyone knew about it because they saw that their nuclear weapons were disarmed.
Right.
Or they didn't have power over it anymore. And the Russians did find Oh Boy out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So they were after it too. But you're right. Like, I would have thought more people would be after it. I guess this movie was way too long to begin with. They couldn't add nobody else in this.
No, for real.
But that actually would have been dope. The race to find and take down the entity. But there was the fanatics that didn't want the entity to be taken down. So they popped out of nowhere.
They did.
It was random. They infiltrated. They were brainwashed. But honestly, as much as we think it's crazy, this is what happens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something.
You can cut. You can.
I'm gonna say it.
I'm gonna cut my mic off, and then you cut your mic off, and then you say it.
gotta say it. Can I just give a portion?
Nope.
I'm saying.
But I'm
gonna be nice.
Movie review show.
I'm gonna say it.
Movie review show.
Okay, so in this movie,
I'm gonna say it.
In this movie, the point of a lot of this was how easily the entity was able to dispel misinformation and turn people against one another and create chaos and corruption and whatnot. And all I'm saying is, it is not as unbelievable that is a real thing. Mm-hmm. It is pretty accurate in how well information can be spread using, technology. And it's hard to tell what's real from fake.
I agree.
And I think that goes actually back to why AI is so scary. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's really, I honestly don't know what's really fake anymore. Half the time, I be feeling like I have to double check everything.
You do have to double check everything.
That's a lot of emotional work.
You have to do that.
It's so much.
It is.
But yeah, no, that's our new reality.
Yeah.
Thank you, Platinum, for keeping me on the straight and narrow and not letting me veer too far off. But yeah, those are my thoughts.
I'm glad you got your thoughts out.
Thank you. Well, guys, this has been fun.
It has.
I would like you to go ahead and share, hit
like,
that, subscribe,
comment,
do all of the things.
And notification.
And, till next time.
Yeah.
We will see you later.
Bye. Bye.